law. Even them UN soldiers that America's going to bring in, people are going to go against them. They're going to have to fight for their life. All you scoffers that laugh and think this is funny, you're going to remember that day when you run for your lives. When martial law is in place and America's money is no longer respected, which we're right at the door of, there is going to be martial law. And it's going to be every man for himself. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. But only to the elect. Because you got to find this truth beautiful. If not, you're going to start to hate it. It becomes too bitter. I can't handle it. Like vinegar. You know, vinegar, you drink it, and it's like, you know? But there's certain people that drink it every day. It just becomes like nothing to them. They start to stomach it. All right. In fact, there are some people that enjoy the taste of bitter. Because they don't have the taste of artificial flavor like sugars and where you add a flavor to it. And that's how you got to do. You got to start learning to find the beauty in this. This is a beautiful thing, man. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. We want this to come. Because this is going to separate the real from the fake. You're really going to know who you're with then. And what you're about. Go ahead. Or were you reading? I was reading, right? Verse 4, Isaiah 53:4. Surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of power, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way. And Yahweh had laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shears is dumb. So he opened not his mouth. That ain't in this. This description doesn't show that. This man was a homosexual. Weak. That's describing a real man. A man that took that on. He wasn't bitching about it. He was, why do I gotta go to the cross? Why do I gotta go do this? You know, why do I gotta go to camp? Why do we gotta go there? You know? No, you push this truth. You make your mind one set. You set your mind, you set the line in the sand, and you do what you got to do. That's what makes a man. Getting it out of the mud is what makes a man. That's why there ain't men out here no more. They can't get it out the mud. They got to go to the woman. They got to go to the white man. They got to go to other sources to try to find power. And they're offended because it fails them. It says, he was taken from prison and from judgment. So how are you going to be proud when you're... And that's the problem with our people too. A lot of men are proud to go to prison. I remember when I was a young man, the majority of my family was in prison. I was proud to go. I was thinking that was like going to college. But it ain't a proud thing. You're oppressed. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. And that's why it says, you lost the thought of him. You don't think about him no more. You don't care about his sacrifice. So what if you shed the blood of your son and someone don't respect that? The one you paid for. You took money out of your own kid's mouth and gave it to someone else, and they don't respect that. How are you going to feel about it? The Lord, he he spilt the blood of his own son for the sake of Israel, and they're giving all the glory to these false gods. They especially the men that know this truth, and they leave it. What are you going back to? The vomit. And you're literally despising Yahushai's effort to deliver you out of oppression. And he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Well, that cuts off majority of the people of society, because everybody talks with deceit, because they're deceit. You have to be deceitful to operate in this society. A job. Dude, when you go to work, people deceive you. When you got to wait for your check to the fucking end of the week or the month, that's a deception, because you don't know if it's going to be there. You know, you're hoping that money still holds up. You're hoping, you paying all this money in insurance, you're hoping that they'll cover you. But there's nothing there. There's no power. There's no stability. Then it says here, so Yahushua spoke with all truth. He told you. It didn't matter if you cried about it, liked it, wanted to kill him. None of it. He told you like it was. Death or life. You know? And it's already been prescribed by the Father. And whatever it is, it's written in stone. You can't erase it. You can't change it, Esau. Yeah, this is the main point. You know, I wanted to get all that for the dramatic of it, you know, because Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai, you know, they're greater than just a simple, you know, one dimension image, you know. But it shows how powerful he was in the spirit, because he was able to endure that suffering for his people's sake. That's what the whole point is. You're not doing this for yourself. If you think you're out here pushing this truth, calling for the destruction of America because of your own oppression, you're off your rocker, man. You're off the rock. We're out here for the elect of Israel, which will deliver the whole nation of Israel. That's your perfection. That's your purpose. Your value is in your purpose. Your purpose is to come out forth and call for the lost children of Israel, declaring the destruction. How great is that? That's like in the cartoons they show when the kings would roll up to the front door of the palaces. There would be men that would walk up. We declare that this is the king emperor, and he would come out in his glory. That's how much glory do you think that man that blows that shofar has? Great glory. That man, that king, is going to put great glory upon that man that blows the horn for his entry. But his enemy, he's going to take everything from you and leave you nothing.